In 1983, nuclear energy was becoming a more reliable and popular source of energy than natural gas. 83 nuclear power plants powered about 14% of all the US's energy by this point. Seeing the demand in rapid nuclear energy expansion, the Soviets decided to jump into the idea, starting the building process of a nuclear power plant near the city of Pripyat, Russia in August of 1972, known as Chernobyl. The plant was finished in 1977 at the demand of massive industrial growth in Ukraine. The plant was also part of the Soviet 11th Five-Year Plan. This plan focused on switching the Soviet Union from relying on fossil fuels to switching to full nuclear energy. The plant was chosen to be placed near the Pripyat River for water essential for cooling, with the added benefit of being close to rail networks and large labor centers. Being near the town of Pripyat, another added benefit was housing. The town would house scientists and workers along with their families. This played a part in showing the perfect modern Soviet worker community. After completion, reactor number 4 had been in operation, producing energy for the Soviet Union. 2 more reactors were planned to be built in April 1986. The construction plans were canceled because of an accident involving reactor 4. On April 26, 1986, a routine safety test was being run on the plant. During the test, the control rods of the reactor failed to shut down the reactor. The tips of the rods were made of a graphite, a material that increases nuclear reactivity. The problem with the tips was that when the workers pressed the emergency scram button to lower the rods, the tips made of graphite entered the core first, increasing the power and accelerating the reaction. This caused a massive power spike before the rest of the rod could dampen it, slowing the reaction. Another factor that played a role in the failure was the positive void coefficient. In most reactors, the water acts as a brake and slows down the reaction. However, the water turned into steam, which made the brake disappear while the accelerator remained. Power rose and made more steam, resulting in the power to rise more, turning into a deadly loop. Not only that, but Chernobyl did not have a standard heavy containment building for safety, only a standard industrial building. This caused all the radiation to escape into the atmosphere when the meltdown occurred. While safety tests were occurring, a mix of all of these either flawed or missing safety measures led to the most serious meltdown ever in the nuclear power industry. A massive power surge started, which led to 2 initial explosions occurring, a steam explosion, which was the result of a massive power spike that vaporized cooling water, turning it into steam. This created a pressure shock that blew a 1,000-ton steel and concrete reactor lid smooth off. For reference, that's about 800 normal-sized cars. The second explosion that occurred seconds later was a hydrogen explosion that blew a massive radioactive fireball into the sky. The explosion was 40 billion joules, or the equivalent of 10 tons of TNT. Accounts from workers who were immediately killed in the explosion stated that all they heard was a low hum, like a human moan, followed by a noise that was stated to sound like a thunderstorm or an earthquake. It was stated that the walls were seen to bend like rubber from the initial shockwave. Outside, witnesses stated that they saw a giant bright blue beam that at first looked beautiful but was seriously dangerous. In the town of Pripyat, black snow fell from the sky. This snow was actually radioactive graphite falling from the sky. Along with seeing the explosion, you could feel it. Firefighters and workers stated that they had a metallic taste in their mouth. Along with the taste, some reported seeing fireworks or flashes of light in their own eyes, even when closed. This was their retina getting directly hit by radiation. The flashes did not hurt, but this would soon lead to serious eye damage or them going completely blind. Within hours, some would report that their eyes would get red and swell. They also reported feeling that it felt like hot sand was burning in their eyes. The meltdown of Chernobyl would lead to the radiation spreading across borders at a rapid speed, some within 48 hours. The radiation created hotspots thousands of miles away from the plant because of the radiation getting carried away in rain. The radiation is still present to this day and will for the next 25,000 years. This radiation has led to mutation in animals and leaving the area completely inhabitable to human life. Chernobyl was and still is the worst nuclear meltdown and accident in nuclear power history. Chernobyl played a huge part in the Soviet Union falling, along with teaching a lesson for future nuclear power plants.